So we are live now. So I'm just gonna post it the live real quick in all Discords, so you guys can tune in, and then I'm all yours. Not gonna be trading till the market opens at like usual. Okay, like I'm gonna wait till the market does open to trade. But I'm sitting down here a little bit earlier today, just because why not? Also, like I finally figured out the settings where I can on the stream the time delay. Like usually my stream was delayed a lot, but now I think it's more accurate. Like only is very small delay now. So um, so we do still see price go up. Like I do need 1 or 2 more minutes, so like give me a few more minutes. I need to do wanna let's say post the stream like in here. Just 1 more second, guys, in case someone's already in. Like, so. Um, so good. That's it. That's a wrap. Like, so. Do we have any viewers yet? No, we don't. We're still consolidating here. Like, I don't expect much to happen before the open, really. Like, just waiting, really. Like till 30. maybe we do see some action then. In case someone. Let's see what you do, what we want to do today, where we want to go really. Like I do have some scenarios planned out for the day, but we see if they do play out or if they end up playing out here. So obviously I did my pre-market analysis already today. I wrote down my scenarios which I'm looking at for the day. Thing is, we did already like pushed very high here, so for me that's nice, like to see. Technically we did already kind of take out those stops here, okay, so that's now like makes scenario one like a little bit harder in case you want to play this, because now those stops which give you this little push here, or might be some of them gone already, although I think most of them are sitting below for 111 here, but we'll see. Like in general for today, like not sure yet, like really not. It does look kind of weak here, if you ask me. Like I mean, obviously this was big buying here in the 750s now, but unless we break 8 here, really, like this is still kind of looking weak. But we'll see, like as the day goes. I'm not taking any trades anyway before the open, like really not. Gonna sit on my hands. So we're still waiting here. Like I don't want to jump the gun here before the open. Like I don't see the point. Like also just from my trading style, to be honest. Obviously you can trade prior to the open as well if it suits your style. But for me, it's like just not for my trading style. Specifically, trading before the open like just does not work out that well because I don't have the movement, I don't have the volatility to take the break evens and stuff like this. So I just can't trade prior to the open for my scalping style. Just doesn't work out. Maybe when I'm finally transitioning into like more holding trades a little bit longer, it would make sense to go in before the open, but for now it really doesn't. Sorry, I also like if sometimes my English is not perfect. I'm no native speaker, but I'm trying my best. Like, for right now, like you do see this bell curve here, so this is pretty much the action on here. Also had it earlier, trade around here, so from the 6s to 775 is pretty much like the range for now. Good morning, don't play. Good morning, man. So we did see some heavy buying on the 550s here earlier. So I do think this range is probably gonna hold, but who knows? Like, I'm just pointless for me to trade this here. Just sitting. But it will like being here a little bit before the open today. Just overall, just also for discipline, you know, like learning to sit on my hands and stuff like this. Also, I finally today, like I already told it earlier, I finally figured out how. Oh, now we're breaking down. Finally figured out how I can put the latency down on the stream. So now you don't have that long of a delay and it's more accurate to the actual price action. Which was kind of annoying, I thought, because you guys had like a big of a delay, which just doesn't make sense when you're trading, I guess. But for now, like I still consider like this looking weak, especially if you look on the 5 minute. This does look weak here. We do have some sellers coming here into the lows. Okay, did get absorbed here the 525s though, and we did see some absorption earlier here probably. I mean, I wasn't sitting down back then. But so if you see like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 candles like here, having the same low, this probably was absorption as well. Then we said bottom tick, rip, hold, rip. Okay, so this here was probably a bottom. We did obviously get the move back up, but was this a bottom or was this just that's a question now. Was this just for this retracement here pretty much? Back up to 7, pretty much 8 here, 750. Fall back down to 6. Like these ranges are just too small for me to trade, to be honest. Like, let's see, I do think like this could be a nice fade here. Like, the only thing that kind of concerns me, like, sorry for the mess here on my 4000 tick chart. The lines are like kind of, yeah, a lot of lines here. It's a bit of a mess here, to be honest. Like, usually I don't want to have so many lines, but I do have them today, whatever. So, thing is, like, this was once we broke on Friday, so we did came down like through as first to the close, ripped a little bit higher, sold off again, bam bam bam, consolidated, and then we really we broke really to the 90s here, 91, 75. We shot back up, okay, traced it a little bit, probably liquidated some shorts here to the 950s, okay, and then sold off and then consolidated. So I thought like, okay, maybe all those shorts here, I probably have the stops just above this really. And we did top tick it, theoretically speaking, already. Okay, like this was one of my playbooks setups for today, or my scenarios today, was that I do get a quick liquidation here and a top tick here, and then. But I didn't think it would happen pre-market, to be honest. So that's what kind of sucks, because now those stops have been theoretically probably taken. But I do think like a lot of people give them some more room, like at least to the 11s with their stops. So this might be still be in play, but it's yeah, I'm less like so this is not like for me, because I was really looking for. That's also why I do have all the lines here, because once when I was making my trading plan, okay, we were sitting around here, and so I thought, okay, we probably have a lot of stops in the overnight highs, so at 6, okay, 625, and if they get taken, this could push up and take out these stops here, okay, in the 9s from the this range, and this could lead to squeezing it even further to take out the stops over the 10s, which could lead in it squeezing out the top over the 11s and really put in a good squeeze here, and give big sellers a good opportunity to fill their short position here. And then I would love to have them come back in and like really drive it down. But now with this already happening pre-market, so this here, and even this here taken out. So this scenario is for me like just not looking that juicy anymore, to be honest. But we'll see. We probably still have a lot of stops sitting here above 410, so could still be in play. But just from an A or A plus setup for this, okay, this just dropped to a B or so. Like I wouldn't be willing here to hit with 2 lots anymore. I was or would have been earlier, but right now I'm not just. If this happens, like I'm willing only to hit with 1 lot, because yeah, one of my weekly goals is also to become more like selective on my 2 lot entries. So yeah, that's for that. Okay, so like I do want to be more selective on my 2 lot entries. So really, like I'm not taking this on 2 lots here anymore. This squeeze up here. Because if we push this now, okay, the push is probably not off stops. This push up would now just be off of real trading volume. So it's just more real. Like if we do break and here above, okay, like and break like into the 15, something like this, I do expect pullbacks to 10 here being met by sellers. Okay, so we could see on the open like push up and slow up, a little bit slower push up on volume with a strong bid, then maybe a pullback to 11 and then a continuation higher. So this is more likely, I think, but I don't know. Like, but I also like kind of think like if we really want to go higher, it would be healthier like to see a little consolidation on the open. Okay, like to see it consolidate here. Okay, giving big buyers the opportunity to build a position here. Okay, probably around 4,200, something like this. Okay. Thing is, pre-market low is also so far away. Like pre-market low is in the 86s, so which kind of sucks. Like usually, if we wanna go higher, market likes to take out the pre-market low and just take it out, fill the long positions here with the stops, okay, and then just rip higher. But since this is like more than 20 points away, the pre-market low, it's just not with the current market volatility. If we were like back last year, like I could see this just tank on the open down to the pre-market low and then just rip. But in the current market conditions where price is just not moving so much, I do not see this tanking all the way down here and then just ripping off just off the open. Like, not gonna happen like in this volatility unless something changes. And it can happen, obviously, but it's like less likely, I think. So this was a fall breakout and probably stop take. So I do expect this here to come back. Not sure yet though. Like, I do think 40,200 is. I also like this line at 4,200 is just honestly that there's no real reason for it to be there, like besides being this big of a number. But that's a reason enough for me. So like I do think the market should respect it. Also, it's like kind of the middle of this drop fest. Okay. So now we did see some absorption here. Okay, like in the 475. Still no big buying here. No ball. This was kind of mid-size, good mid-size buying. Like that's also the difference if you're pre-market. Okay, so pre for me it's 3:30. Like for most of you it's 9:30. Just because for my time zone it's 3:30 p.m. Okay. Big buying is really not happening much. Okay, pre-market, like pre-market, also pre-3:30. Like big buying is kind of mid-size buying. Okay, like because you very rarely see in a pre-market 50 plus lots orders here. So if you would be trading pre-market with the same strategy like I use, you would need to adjust this, like maybe this to 10 lots and this to 30 plus lots or something like this, because you just don't have the same size at this time of day. Also interesting here, if you look on the volume profile of the overnight. So we had close to no volume down here in the lows. Okay, like really nothing. Okay, would love today to see the price could probably just rip through here and take. Doesn't take much, you know, if there's no volume sitting here, like it doesn't take much for this to really tank. So you gotta be careful kinda here with with fading here around 4,200, because if this breaks, like this can go fast. Okay, especially like this can go really fast. With usually like if there's so much lack of volume here, like on a day that this just can go so fast. Like if this breaks, like maybe good morning DC, like maybe you can see this break and this wouldn't probably even pull back. This if this breaks, this could just tank. Okay, so gotta be really careful here with fading the lows. Maybe like the 90s. And honestly, like staying away from this for now, like with looking at this. So we do see here building some volume into the lows, but we still have 7 more minutes till the open, so let's see. Also live, just this sell-off, since this is a 4,000 tick chart, so the size of this candles like really matter. Like this just got sold off hard, traced halfway, so like I do see it so this having at least another leg. So even if we go up, okay, this kind of should get another leg here, to be honest, like at least to 250. Would it make sense for price to go to 250? Yeah, it would. We have a low note here at 275. Okay, like also, so the inside bars and the footprint is like since I sat down, so this was pretty much I don't know, like 10 minutes since 40 minutes or so. So probably a lot of stops accumulated here. So we do see now some 5 minutes before the open, so like the size and the volume is increasing a bit. Now, like here earlier, we had this absorption in the 425s, which seems to be gone for now. Like it seems to not be there anymore. Like we'll see, but now we do see some size on the offer here, but usually you should see price run away from this size if this is real. So since it's not running away, it's probably gonna get taken. It's probably gonna get taken. Do we see some pulling here? No, it stays. So this didn't get taken. Just zero actually. So zero contract traded, even though we went there. Immediately sold off of it again. So this looks bearish to me right now. Like we should see a test of this low note here. To be honest, like the 250s would really make sense for me right now. Do we see it getting taken now? This liquidity here. We do see it pulling. We see it get taken, but immediately sold off immediately again. So this does seem like it wants to hold here. Not gonna jump a trade before the open here, but this does seem like it wants to hold here the fives. It's holding below 5, so I still see it hold here. Like the fives are like kinda holding good for now. I just don't want to take this trade right before the open, because I don't have a real good place for my stop, because you just get this volatility on the open. But for now it really looks like the 5 wants to hold here. We do have big selling. The 5s just don't get traded really, like immediately. Here sold into again. Now we do see some absorption here on the bid, which is getting interesting. So we do see the bid absorbing here now. Bid is getting stronger here. Maybe someone is absorbing here and building a position in the just below 5s. Now we see some bigger size hit as well. This just switched bullish for me, with theoretically a stop being 425s here, like especially if 5 holds now to the upside. This is a good entry long here, in my opinion. We do have a lot of people stuck. We're once again trying the 5s here. Thinking about longing this, even though I'm prior to the open, but this is really looking good right now. Now we do see it take out the 5s, but just on mid-size volume. The bid is kind of becoming weaker here. Doesn't push up above 5 immediately, which would have loved to see for a long entry. Like right now, we're just 1 minute before the open, so I do think this is a good long setup, but I'm just not taking it 1 minute prior to the open. Like, you're really gambling, like, also with my strategy. Just taking a trade 1 minute before the open is just pretty much gambling. We do see some liquidity showing up here again, just above 5 here, 187 lots. 202, this liquidity here is getting thicker. It's thinning once we're approaching, like now it's gone. Does look like, did we just liquidate here and drop, or this is a pullback? I'm longing this here, trying to get a long fill here. Ah, shit, man. Fuck. Sucks for me, to be honest, here, like. Really would love to get in, love to being filled here. Now we're kind of stuck in here into the highs, but we do see like strong absorption here. Now we see it fall back in. Can we see it hold here? The fives is interesting now. Can we hold the fives here? I do need to see some bigger buyers here in order to long this, really. Like, I don't want to long it without having big buyers here. Still not longing here. Now some big buyers in the 550s area here. Now I'm longing this. And it's going against me immediately. I'm trying to pull it here. Pulled it on a one tick closer. Went immediately against me, so I kind of pulled it here. Now it's one of my rules, so I'm fine with this. Even if it goes now without me, like, I'm fine. It's all about executing correctly here. Still waiting here. So this is looking more like the scenario where we want to build volume on the open. Like, I do think like they might want to take this higher today. Trying to get a long fill here once again. Are we breaking out or not here? We should see this like... Are we breaking out? Fuck, man. Okay, I would be wrong at the 8 here. Long in here. I'm wrong at the 8. Okay, so if we crack below 8, I'm pretty much pulling this trade here. Wanna see if this can break here. It does, like it rips. Nice. Nice one. Probably, fuck, like this is not really squeezing. Like this is exactly the scenario I was talking and wishing for. Probably should have moved my take profit a bit here. Like, yeah, this squeezes now. Like this squeezes. Like this was the scenario. Like, yeah, should have moved my take profit here. Really, like that. My standard 10 tick profit wasn't good. Probably should have been on 2 contracts in as well here at this point. But I'm fine, I guess. Like, I guess I'm fine. I'm just gonna have to I'm just gonna on this account like commissions like here. Like I'm just enabling commissions here at this point because yeah, I didn't have commissions on set here, so I know where we at. So now we're in the 15 area, okay, which I was talking about earlier, where I would love to see the squeeze get to be honest. Like Now the question just remains, do we stay strong here? So the breakout was on good volume here, but getting to the top of it, like the bigger volume leg started to dry out a bit. So I do think this was more of a squeeze than anything else here. Don't want to go against this trend yet until it's broken here. But we do see bigger sellers selling. We do see some absorption here. This is a potential good short here, and this could be faded. But I'm not looking to jump the gun and fade this here yet. Also, like, no follow through here. Can a bit. I mean, 170 lots here. So at this point, I should have been in this trade with 2 lots here and have a runner. Like, really, like, makes me kind of mad right now. But what can you do? Like, I'm still happy with getting this trade, and just the thing that I should have had a runner here is pretty obvious. But you can always be right. So I do think that's probably, I don't really want to like short this here because I had this big buyout at 15s, okay, which kind of scares me. Like buyers like this, I don't want to fade when I see big buyers like this, but this does look like it wants to. Now we're having it speed up a little bit more here. Now it's looking weak here. It's looking weak, to be honest. But unless we break 13 here, really, it's hard to short this. Like, I would love to see it break 13 here. Maybe even we have a skip price here at 11.25s. So actually, in order to become short overall here in this market, I would love to see trade some volume in the 11.25s here. This would be a lovely setup if we break below here and then on a retest enter short. Kind of scared to short up here, even though we do see a lot of big selling. But the bid is, for the most part, taking this, okay? Like, we do see a lot of big selling, but they just can't get it any lower. So we might see a continuation now, in case we see buyers come back in. Now one buyer just came back in, okay? So we did see like one buyer come back in, another buyer come back in. This does look like it wants to break here. Still being cautious and waiting though. Like, we do see it reject. Okay. Yeah, like we do see real volume up here. This is breaking, yep, looking good. Could have been in the trade, like, should have probably been in this trade. It looked like it wants to break. Somehow, like, my hotkey, like, didn't fill me once again, but it's fine. Like, we're still ripping higher here. Don't want to see it fall below 1775s. Like, oh Jesus, this is just ripping at this point. Now we could be seeing, like, if we break 19 to the downside, this could be a reversal here. Can we hold above 19 really? Like, 19 is like, if you trail your stop, like, if we would be still in this trade, I would trail my stop here to 1875. We did trade 19 once, twice, but it was only a 12/0, now a 4/0, now a 7/0, now a 10/0, 11/0. So it doesn't really wanna trade this level here, like no volume. It does get rejected a lot here. 7/0. Now we see some volume come in here. Shorting. My hotkey. Shorting here. I do want to see this fall now, or I'm out. Like, being very fast here. I do want to see this fall now. It has to fall. Like, moving to break even. No, I just don't want to see this come back. Okay, I'm out. Break even on this one. Somehow my hotkeys are kind of bugged. Gotta check this out real quick. Hit bid. Join bid. Join bid. Join offer. Okay, somehow, I don't know, my hotkey didn't work, like, okay, now it should, hopefully. Hopefully it does. Still being patient here now, like, I didn't watch it too closely because I had this hotkey issue now. We did see some absorption in the 20s here. We do still see like big buyers interested, so not gonna really like, yeah, not gonna short this here. This is just ripping at this point. So we're just going here. Like, I don't think like we can break the 25s on this, okay? More big buying here coming in. We didn't get a good pullback yet, so like I do think there's a lot of, you want to be careful with shorting this because we didn't have a single pullback really yet, like no single good pullback yet. I do think there's still a lot of money sitting on the sideline waiting to jump on a pullback, like I really do, but we have to see. Now we do see some change here. Now the bid is getting weaker. The biggest bid is really getting weaker here. Oh, I buy a step immediately back up, like hard to tell. I do like this change here. This is changing. Like this used to be like always the same here, moving upwards. Now we don't really want to see this come too far against me here, because overall we're still in this strong uptrend. Now the bid is getting strong again. Like I do want to see this fall. I don't really want to see it hold here the 20s. Don't see it like it reclaiming so fast amount. I probably shouldn't. I should have hold. Yeah, I should have held here really. Like this was confirmation. Jesus. This was more. This was not executed properly here. Like really not. Like I should have been more confident in this trade. This was a good trade. Not too bad of an entry either. Like. The entry was good. The entry was really good. Like fuck it. Ah, fuck man. Now it just goes. Okay, I'm taking a deep breath now. Like I'm catching myself get emotional here. This trade was looking good. It was looking very good. Like we did see a change here in overall behavior and stuff like this. So I entered right. I didn't hesitate. I just entered. It was good. The entry was good. Like it was okay. And then I just got too emotional and just exited when I really shouldn't have. Like this entry was like almost picture perfect. But you never know, like makes me like really almost mad at this point. But I'm trying to stay collective and like humble or something. Or I don't know. Like I'm taking my 5 minute break. It's one of my rules. Like if I catch myself being emotional, I'm taking a 5 minute break. Okay, like not trading for 5 minutes now. It's one of my rules. So when did we have it? We have it at 44s. We had it. Okay, me getting emotional here. Okay, like the 44s here pretty much. 44. So my 5 minute break is still 49. So it kind of sucks here. Like it looks so good, the trade, and I really didn't have any reason to exit it, to be honest. But you never know. Like you can't. You should. Now we could see it hold here at the 11s here. This was a skip price earlier. If we see it break through here, this is not looking good for longs. So now this does not look good for longs in my opinion. Like if you're long here, this does not look good. But we do see some bigger buying, which can be good. But I do expect for now like a pullback here to the 13s and then a continuation lower, to be honest. So like right now I do expect it continue lower. So unless we break here through 15, to be honest, like I do see this fall further. Unfortunately, I'm still on my break. This would have been a good setup here, but I'm still on my 5 minute break. Like one more minute, then I'm off my break. I didn't need to take this break because here, like I entered the trade perfectly. Okay, like it was picture perfect entry, but I just cut it because of no reason whatsoever besides fear and emotions. And if you catch yourself making a dumb mistake like this, you should take a short break, which I'm doing right now. Like we do have 30 more seconds, then I'm gonna be trading again. Now we did see it break 1350 right now. But I don't consider this bullish until we break the 1475. Can we get there? Like this is the low note here. We do need to see this break for me in order to become bullish on this thing here. We do see lots of buying though, like lots of big buying. Can we break the 1475s here? We're trading it now. So I'm technically off my break, so I could jump a trade again. Now we see it break. Okay, we broke the 1475s here. So this was the, now we could see this like, if we hold here, like this could rip again higher. Could also just fall back in. So right now looking to get a good setup here. Don't like the way it falls back in here. So this was probably just a liquidation here. Not a real break. So can we see the whole low note hold? We can kinda like, we do see it get rejected again. Kinda know where it lands, to be honest now. Like don't want a long, don't want a short here. Like neither's really the play, to be honest. Right now we do see some the tape speed up here. Now the bid is getting stronger again. I think the bid is in now, trying to get a long here. Once again of the 75s, which probably isn't the best entry here. So now it has to go here. really has to go now. Like, I want this to break or I'm out. Shouldn't fall below here again. If this cracks and goes against me again, I'm taking a break even on this one. Big buyers are still committed here. Taking a one tick winner here, like, I don't like how it's stalling, like, don't like this here. Just taking the one tick winner to pay for my commissions here in this trade. Yeah, and that's what I thought. Like, I didn't like this stalling and getting rejected so hard off of big volume. This should break if it wants to go, which it didn't, so I'm happy I pulled this trade. So that's my next. No, that's interesting, no? Like, we see it get ejected hard here. Do get back down there again. Do see some more buyers come in here. Just the way it's rejecting these lows here is kind of fascinating here. Like, again, like, do we see it one more time? What happens now? Like, right now they always like rejected it hard. But now they're no longer rejecting this low. Like, they're stalling here. Earlier they were just now we're stalling here. Like, things are changing here. Like, I'm gonna keep on the sideline here. Don't really have a hedge. This is not like, I do think this is gonna break higher just because of the way how fast it always goes back up. Okay, but it just goes so fast up here. But I'm not willing to hit here, like, because the thing is, like, even if a long down here, a flush is to be expected just to take out the liquidity here, and then I don't even know where I'm wrong. So don't like this. Don't like it to the short side either, really. So I don't like it to any direction here, really. Like, don't know, like, just staying on the sideline for now. You need to be very careful where you deploy a risk. So for me, this is not a trade worth like risking any money on in either direction. Now it kind of looks like it wants to break lower here. Then again, these fast pullbacks here. But these fast pullbacks to the upside are always on low volume. So this is more of a pulling than anything else. But I don't know, like, Does look like it wants to break low here. Does look like it wants to break down. Let's see, we did come exactly to 11 earlier. Ooh. Still waiting here. So still waiting, like, what we gonna see here. Gotta pee already also, like, it's a little unfortunate here. Yeah, I gotta go pee real quick. Now we see some buyers come back in. I'm gonna wait with peeing. This is like looking good now. Ooh. Nah, I'm just gonna pee real quick. Can't focus like this. So I'm back now. Oh, now it's really breaking down here. Like we really see some sell volume come in here. Yep. Yep. So okay, for the overall picture here, like I'm staying on the sideline right now, like making some just collecting my thoughts a bit. I don't want to like jump it when it's that volatile. I do want it to build like here some more stuff. But yeah, I'm just thinking now. Okay, just planning out a little bit what I'm looking for, because I don't want to jump into this trade here. To be honest, really, like maybe 10 code 9. This could have been a good short end, but whatever. So I'm waiting now. Like this does look like a real breakdown. Here we had a lot of big selling, still big selling into the lows here into 75s. Barely any back taking, so I do think this goes further. But anyway, with that being said, I wanna like make myself a little bit of a plan now moving forward for the day. So if you look at the size of this leg, so this was 10 points, and then from 16 to would make sense here to come back to 6. We would pretty much hit it already. Like here's yeah, so we pretty much came already. Like we did make it two-legged. So if you look on the here left on my 4000 tick chart, we did make a two-legged pullback here already. Okay. I don't expect this to go much further straight away. We would need to see a pullback here into the 10s, in my opinion, in order to rush this. But then again, I had here on the order flow, like, but I do think but we did already kind of get this pullback to the 10s here. 11s, hard to have also this channel here. But this was probably just a liquidation here, like I said, like one in liquid. So yeah, just to move up to liquidate all those short positions. And now we're coming down. Okay, so I'm more bearish now for the day, to be honest. Like I'm now kind of leaning bearish. It's hard though because we didn't break the open yet. Like when was the open? Like here, okay, at the round 5. I'm sitting out a bit here, like not having the cleanest read right now on the market. This could like 10 points, 16, 6, pretty much 5. This could come back to the, now we are already like going back up, so I don't know. I would love to see this come back up to into the 11s here. Maybe short off of 11 here. This would also liquidate all those short positions accumulated here. If you come into the 11s and sell off of there, I don't know, this doesn't look like we're gonna get up there. Like the people are selling like crazy here into the 8s already. Like we're at the top of this first push on the open right now. Like we could still theoretically be bullish on the day. But this is not just profit taking low, like if we kind of get down like this. I really don't know. Like I'm really leaning bearish today. What do we have for bearish targets? Like maybe the overnight low, like would be interesting. Like maybe this could lead to a mass liquidation here as well. Like a real follow through. Kind of difficult now for me. I'm already up a bit for the day, so I'm not jumping in anything when I'm not having the the cleanest of reads on the market. So right now it does look like this bell curve here wants to, and we did trade through the middle, so like we should come down. Like, to be honest, like we really should see the fives again here. At least once, you know, like at least see the fives once. Like now more big selling coming in. So we should now, yeah, now sixes, fives, yes, that's what I like to see. Like here, the 550. So off here, like I'm more willing to make a play off here, like 550. So we do see lots of big selling here come in. Now it's interesting. Now I'm interested again. Like this makes sense. So now this move makes sense for me. Now what do we see? Like we do probably have a mass liquidation like below 4. Okay, like just because this was the there. Now we see like, yeah, now we see them liquidate. This is really going here. But this could be all we get. Like we do still see aggressive selling here into the lows. So I'm not jumping it long yet. But I'm kind of thinking, so if I see big buyers like willing, committing, I would love to see like a puke down here. In order to long this, like I either want to see big buyers or I really puke down lower. Now we see some big buyers here at sixes. Now it's stalling here as well. Would love to see it flush one time here, just, but it's stalling. Like do we see sellers recommit? No. We see more like buyers committing here than sellers really. Like this is just mid-size selling here. Longing this here, longing this. This is a good long for me. Like I would love to see this rip here. This is a good long, still a good long. Don't like it now so much some more. Now it should go. If it doesn't go now, I'm out here. Moving my stop to break even +1 here. I'm out. No, it goes. Jeez. Shit, man. This looks like a bottom to me here. Maybe willing to re-enter on a long, but need to see this come down further. My stop would be too far away if I long it right here. Now we do see some weakness here. Also some big sellers recommitting. Getting absorbed though here in the fives. Now they cleared the fives. Now we're puking. Now we did get the puke here. But it was on volume, so I don't want a long here. Don't want a short either here, because this This could just be a liquidity, the final liquidity grab here. Immediately rejection after we saw big buyers commit. So this is not looking good if you're long. Looking like it wants to break lower. It's stalling a bit now, but it's barely back now. It's backticking fast as well here. Still looking more short than long here. Like this should probably break. Yes, it does. Breaks. No, barely any backticking. So one volume as well. So this is still going down. Now we see some absorption here. No big longing here. Oh Jesus, trying to get out here for a smaller loss. Ah, Jesus. Ah, this was cannot look good long. Shit, this was a bad long. Ah, fuck, man. Ah, this was bad. Wasn't. This was jumped again. Like, didn't see any big buyers yet come in. Like, this was not good. Now we are at the lows, you know, more like big size. Like, you don't want to long into this really at this point. Like, kind of hard to short either because where you do have your stop if you short this. You know, like I don't have edge in this. Staying on the sideline for now. Still going lower here. Now we do finally see some bigger buyers interested here, but they're not really moving this, so still gonna wait here. Now potentially long here. And no, I didn't take it, fuck, because I was hesitant. Ah. Jesus, back to 4,200 here. Like really, now once again this is hard to long, even though like, oh this what in the fucking world, like, holy this volume here. Oh Jesus. Oh. This point, this is just too volatile for me, like to enter here. Really. Like we do have now starting to look a little bit weaker here, but where could we potentially long here at 4,200? Like, I mean, my DOM is lagging like crazy with, can't like, I gotta remove this here. Like, I think this is the problem. Like, yeah, now it's better. Gotta remove the auction vista here, to be honest. Like, the bid is super strong here. Longing here. Obviously didn't get the fill. The bid is just ridiculously strong here at this point. Yepa. Good one. They're just beating this up. So now this looks like it was a liquidation. Like probably they just liquidated both sides and now they run it up because the bid is so strong. But I really like, I don't know. Like I'm gonna stay out now a little bit longer here. It's just not looking healthy for me. Oh, like again. Jesus. This is almost selling coming here, so selling is coming back in here. So big selling. They were also able to push it down. Does it make sense to return here? Yes, it does. But they're just leaving the offer like all this size, like man, I don't know, like possibly short opportunity here, but Jesus, like a possible short opportunity here. Like it's the first time we see a change in the DOM, but like shorting against this kind of buying here is just not worth, in my opinion. This can just rip. But good possible short opportunity here. Like I'm thinking about, yeah, goals, but I'm hands off now. That's also why you see me have my hands on my head, okay? So I don't jump the gun. Like I do this like putting my hands above my head or like on my head so it's not on the keyboard. If the market conditions are like, this is just too volatile for me. I do love this volatility usually, and I did like back a couple months ago when this was normal. But right now, like this is not normal. I'm not used to this. So I'm just being disciplined and staying on the sideline and just to not jump the trade, jump in. That's why I'm keeping my hands on my head, because with this volatility you tend to see good opportunities everywhere. Right now I do see a long opportunity here, like we did break it and somewhat of good buying here. The bid is also getting stronger again. So a possible long opportunity here, like now it's falling back in, going up fast. Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't know, like hard to tell. Yeah, the long opportunity would have played out, so gives me a little bit more confidence here. just in general. But yeah, the bid is strong here on in the highs, so this is probably gonna go further. This looks like it wants to go higher here. Bid is taking all the selling. We don't really see big sellers. If I'm right on this again, like I'm going hands-on again and probably taking the next trade that presents itself. But right now I'm still hands-off here. Did fall back in, so I would have been wrong here. Or not, I don't know. Does still look kinda good here. Some more buying. We do have buying in the highs, but they kind of falling in here, so not looking all too healthy for longs here right now. We do still see big buying here in the highs. So with big buying, I mean like huge amounts, like big players buying. Okay, the highs. So usually this tells we gonna go higher. So we do now. We do finally see it break on kind of volume. So honestly, like if I would have jumped this long, because I do think this is a real breakout, but with being this low note so close here on the bigger picture, like I'm not willing to. Started hitting from 9. Like I think bigger players wanna short or take profits at 10. Okay. So on the smaller increment time frame on the DOM, it does look like it wants to break here. But yeah, so it probably could take it long here just for a quick scalp. But where are you really wrong here? Like hard to tell. They're lifting the offer on very, very low volume here. So the N9s are getting defended here. Just 2/0 here in the 875s. Two by zero again. 5/13/52. Now we broke it here. First time we broke it. Now building volume here as well. Now we go. So I do consider this being a bottom tick here. I don't think this is gonna hold. Would love to long this here if I didn't have this slow note here. Like, would really love to long this. Like, it just doesn't align with my. Thankfully I stayed out. Jesus, like with this RTH low note here, I don't want a long here. Like, this looked such good long, but just for the place we're at here, like, it's hard to pull the trigger here. Because you do expect like a retracement and rejection here on the 10s. So there's no real risk reward here. Now we did get rejected off of 10, so this is starting to really look bearish again. We also do see some good offer holding here. So do we get up here again? No, we don't. Like, we see it reject again here. I would love to short right now, but really short here the 80.75s because I need my stop to be above 10 here really, and I don't want to have that far of a stop. Like that, probably now in hindsight there was a short opportunity here in the 10s. I did see this absorption on the offer, but since I was looking more for the breakout long, like I wasn't taking it. Lots of selling here down to the 5s, which was the first pullback on the open. So it's a place where it can hold. Like now we're ripping here. But this now was not on big buying, this was more on offer pulling here than anything else really. So I don't consider this move like real for now. Unless big buying comes in, I'm willing to short here. Shorting here, like, Jesus. Trying to take a break even on this. I'm just taking a 2-tick loss here. Just taking a 2-tick loss. Didn't like the way this pushed through me. So yeah, now also big buying come in, so I'm cutting this trade. Looked like it was a good idea to cut it here really, like. Now we do look like we want to break the 10s here. Now longing here. Oh, Jesus. Holy fucking, I got slipped like crazy here. Are we breaking here? We're not, I'm out here. Like, this week was kinda interesting. Really don't know at this point again. do want to see it break to a direction right now. Like, it's hard. Full stop, but was not really necessary here. It's trying to hold above here. Hard to tell here, like now it's dripped higher, but it wasn't on volume, like no big bias really pushed it higher here. So I don't consider this broken yet. The tens are still holding though. Now we did see the first big buyer here drop 100 lots, but the offer's still strong here. Now they lifted the offer. Long opportunity here. Really don't want to see it fall back below 10 here again. Now I want to see it break and rip. Can't. I'm trying to get a break even on this one. No. I got traded, but I didn't get out. Honestly, like at this point, just cutting it for a small loss here. Don't like the way it behaves here. Can't really decide for now. Now we do see another buying wave come in here. Again, it gets rejected here, the high tens. This was probably just the last attempt for it to push higher before it finally breaks now low. So I do see this break low now. No, we see big buyers commit again. Oh, it's really like market here just can't make up his mind for what I've seen. So for what I'm seeing it here. And now it's breaking low, yeah. So hopefully now I can put my auction vista back on without it lagging too much. Did see this volatility fade here. Can't know. Trying to get a long fill here. Like I really love this. Trying another, I wanna get another in around here actually, like 950. If we stop here, just below this low. I do want to see this ripping now, or I'm taking at least one contract off. Kind of rips. I'm off one here. Really letting the other one, wanting to let the other one ride now, in case this goes. Looked good, so it was worth like risking 2 lots on it. To still see this could have just ripped here. Also trade management was okay, so like moved my stop to break even on the second one, and obviously like took some profits on the first. It's really like just chopping here, like it could easily come back to 750 again. Trying to get a cleaner look on price action here. I kind of do think like we 1, 2, 3. It's getting scary here because we triple topped here. Like this could just sell off here as well. And those like looked like breakouts to me, so it probably looked like breakouts to a lot of other people's as well who might be stuck here now in the tens. So we have potentially a lot of buyers stuck here into the tens, which could lead to a fast move down. But overall, like I'm still more bullish here in this consolidation, so not willing to take it short either. Now we do see, interestingly enough, some sellers hit the lows again also, like now like probably you could think about shorting it here. But then again, the offer's pulling once again, so like it's hard now. Now maybe the tens, but the offer's just pulling too much. We also probably do have a lot of sellers stuck here, so we have buyers and sellers stuck here really like in the 10s, 11s. So no matter where we go out of this range, we're gonna go fast and we're gonna go far, I think. But we don't know where yet. This is like the 4th or 5th attempt now at the 10s, you know, like if we don't break it now, like when do we break it? Now some pulling on the offer, some more. I don't want to keep on longing the highs because it looks like a breakout here. Don't want to short it here either though because it looks like a breakout. It's kind kinda too zero here, like zero contract. Immediately went offer again. Now we do see some absorption here in the tens. No big size hit here. Some more absorption in the tens. Some more. Also some absorption here, like both these sides are getting absorbed here. Strong bid and offer here in the tens. Both are strong. Like, so no real direction yet to be established. Now we fell back through. Now the offer's being strong here as well. Shorting this. Moving my take profit here just in case. Not gonna hold it that long probably, but just in case we flush. Do wanna see it fall. I don't really wanna see it trade above here. I just wanna see this fall now. Fall a little bit further. Fall. Or I'm out. Come on. Ah! Yeah, now it. I do think I should be able to get a. Honestly, like, should be able to take a break even. Mad now at myself. Yeah, should have taken profit here. Like, hey, da war im Profit und jetzt genommen sind. Should have taken profit down here in the lows. I should have taken profit here in the lows. Like, it was stuck for too long. I should have just marketed out here. But I broke even on this one because, like, I didn't want to see it come back far, because if it comes that far, it probably comes back up here again, and then why are you wrong at this point? Now we do see some heavy buying here. Nines are still holding here. Should have been more patient here. And this is what I was looking for earlier, to be honest. Like, this is what I would have loved to see here in the lows, like, and this is what I would have expected for me to stay in this trade. And oh, now we see some volume come in here. Tape speeding up a bit on the retest. Do see lots of buying here. Lots of buying here. So this looks like, for now, like a false break. But the thing is, like, the buying here was all on mid and small size, so I am still more like leaning towards the short side here. Big sellers are willing to hit down here. Shorting. I know I short here pretty much the bottom, but with this big sellers hitting here, and I do think a lot of retail buyers being stuck here, I still consider this a good short. If it goes against me, I'm breaking even on this one, but I do think this should fall. Like, this should go like, taking a one tick here, like. Don't like it being stuck for so long here. Once again would have been right. I just keep my trades on for now, like. Sure. Honestly, like. Gotta trust here. Like, I'm still fine, I guess, because like I'm still up for the day. Okay, so nothing really happened yet. Still have 45 more minutes to trade. Just move 2 tick against me, really. Okay, 05 is like, no 5s and 05 was kind of interesting area. Like, but see, just being stuck here, it's not really ripping back higher. So I do think this should break lower here at this point. Maybe test 4,200 again. Nice round number. Now this was kind of a bob tick here. But yeah, might be a long opportunity here, to be honest. The bid is a little bit too weak for me here to long. Okay, thankfully I didn't long this. The bid was just a little bit too weak. So if the bid would have been a little bit stronger, I would have probably pulled the trigger here. But the bid is kind of weak. It's low, it's strong though in the lows. Don't see really big selling here. So I do think this move is fake. Only question is, how far do we go? There's no big selling here. This is just a weak bid. The offer's strong though. Like, now we see some bigger buyers come in. Now hitting the long. Okay. Trying to get a long fill here. Come on, fill me. Thank you. I do need to see this rip a bit more here. Yep. Yep. Closing here. Closing it here on the rib. It's enough. Like, Probably gonna go higher, but just taking something here. I want to be up a little bit of money today and not just 20 bucks. Happy I took it now. Price was stalling, it did one. Yeah. On those reversals, I just exited on a rip. Most of the time, it's like if you're really scalping it, it's better, especially if the entry is not perfect, which it wasn't. Entry wasn't bad, but it wasn't perfect either. And if the entry is not perfect, like it's hard because the trade will come back against you, and then you're stuck in holding a loser, which I don't like. Because if the trade goes against me, I kind of want to move it to break even. So I might just as well already take the profit of a couple ticks instead. Now it still does look like a bottom here, kinda, so we don't see any big selling here. But I don't see like more big buying either. I do see pulling on a bit, which I don't like to see in a bottom, so I'm not longing here. This could just go a little bit lower as well. Also with being 4,200 so close. Now the bid is getting stronger here, trying to long here. Not the perfect entry once again, like already longed a little bit of an overextension. But I don't think we're gonna get much of a pullback here. It's stalling here again. I'm trying to get out here. And I'm out for a small scalper's profit once again. Stalled just too much, a little bit too much. And once again, like my entry wasn't perfect. So I was willing to exit this trade early because very likely it's gonna come back against me and back to my entry. And once the trade comes back to my entry or like 1-2 ticks above, I'm breaking even on it. So why not just take the profit right away when I have some profits to be taken here? Because right now I would be like tempted to get out anyways for a break even, so I can just take the profit up there as well. So they only like if I only get a real good entry on a scalp, then I'm willing to let it play out a bit. But since this wasn't like, I'm just out here. And I still do think this is kind of a bottom for now, like here. Because now the bid is also getting stronger here. Willing to long this probably once again. Would love to see bottom tick once, so like would love to see like it. I already did here, so probably won't see another bottom tick. Bid is holding strong. Where could it theoretically go to 5? So it's holding well for now. Now we see some big sellers come back in, so that's what you don't want to see, really here. We also skipped the price, I think, here. Not sure though. Don't have my footprint reset, probably should, but anyways, whatever. So the O2s, like, now we did see some bigger selling into the lows, so I'm less certain now this is a bottom. Might still be, but yeah, overall, like, don't like this so much. Now we did see like the huge absorption here. This looking good for a long, and I'm just too hesitant on my trigger. Fuck! But it's okay, it's okay. I should have longed immediately once I saw this hit and not move it back down. This is looking very juicy for a long now. But I can't go in here like really, like, and I need a stop below 2, and which makes it difficult. Because if it comes back to here, like, it's no longer a real breakout and like no longer a real good opportunity for a long here, in my opinion. Like right now, the long opportunity is no longer there because we wouldn't want to see it come back that far. So like right now, this is again looking more bearish. but I couldn't take it up there because my stop would have needed to be around here. So I just stayed out, which was the right thing to do, and I'm happy about it. And we did see it break, but on pretty much no big volume. So I do like this for a long entry here. Still waiting though. Like I want to see a little bit more signs. It's falling fast, but it's just falling on bid pulling and not on. I do like to long this here. Really would love to like to long. The offer strong though. So we could see like some big sellers come in and just tank this because the bid's not all too strong. I'm staying out for now with 42,000 or 4,200 right now. Like we're still chopping here. So it does look like kind of wants to hold here 4,200s. But the offer's strong here. We do see pretty decent buying, but the offer's taking most of it. So I'm not really willing to long because the bid's also like not the strongest like right now today. So someone could just block drop a couple of sell orders and stop me out, and I don't like to eat a full stop out. So I kind of need a good bid in order to long this here. I kind of need to see them willing to buy. Now, like the bid is getting stronger, but the offer is also so strong. Like now, I'm liking this now. Trying to get a long fill here. Reason I longed here was because I finally saw the bid being stronger here. So I'm like it's less likely for me to get block dropped on to the short side. Don't like the big selling coming back in here. Don't like this trade anymore, like trying to get a break even on it here. Yep. Got a break even on it. Still might go, but I'm okay if it goes without me here at this point. Didn't like it how well the offer was holding here. And the bid, like seeing the bid getting a bit weaker again, like it's not good a sign here for me. Also, we broke down from 225 earlier, so waiting for now. 150 was where I went in earlier. Like I do see lots of big buying, but we're not really getting the price up, so that's usually not a good sign. Like those buyers don't really get the price up all that well. The offer's strong, like, but I don't also, like I said, I don't want to short it because probably a lot of people short it by now, and we could see them just getting squeezed on. And we do see lots of aggressive buying. Just in nowhere's land, to be honest, for now. So still waiting for somewhat of an additional confirmation for me. Still looks bearish like right now to me. This was also like when I talked about the pullback earlier, this was exactly, to be honest, like the pullback to 11s. Like maybe should have shorted off there like when I was making my plan. But hindsight is always 2020. Actually it was foresight earlier, but still. Ooh, now we see some big selling. Gonna stay on the sideline now for a bit and make like a little thought or two. Like if you look at this like this, we went from 20 1 to 91, so 30 points. Okay, if we would went from 11, 30 points down again, that would bring us to 85, which would make total sense. Okay, so like to the overnight low where we want to go. So it would make totally sense, like for now, for price in the bigger picture, to come back to 86s. Okay, maybe take out the overnight low there. Now we're tanking off on volume. Did see some bigger buyers come in. The 89s here held good, so like there was decent absorption. I'm gonna make and I'm resetting my footprint chart here at this point, because we're trading all the time in the same ranges, and I do have my RTH profile here anyways. So right now, where are we going? Like now we maybe liquidated those maybe now we're pushing higher again. Nah. Looks like a juicy long opportunity here. 0250s. Some more big buying here. Longing right on the top, so I don't really. Like, let's see now here the 225s. That's where we really need to see hold. Like, if price breaks the pleb. If price breaks below this, yeah, but yeah, get. Okay, I'm back. So now price broke below this. Okay. Now pullback should be met by sellers theoretically. Okay. Like, but and it's still ripping here. Hard to tell what's up. Not much, just trading the trades. Ooh, now we ripped. Like, this was some big volume. Like, I'm just honestly, like, I'm just trying to get in here at this point. Fuck it. Where did we hit from? Like, 05s here. Ah, Jesus, man. I do need a hotkey to market buy and sell here. Pair, this is ES, like futures contracts on the ES. This seed hold here. Like, but the 75s are still aggressively hit on. Can we see it hold above 625 here? It's traded, tick below. That's what you don't want to see when you're long here. Like, oh, they did have like 3 skip prices here. it's a futures contract of the S&P 500. So yeah, stock index futures. Can it hold here? Possible short opportunity if we don't see any big buyers come back in here. This point I'm just shorting it here. Don't want to really see big buyers come back in. Pulling this down to, why can't I move it? Ah, Jesus. Ah. Why the fuck? Just the top, man. I'm gonna disable my option with the, it's making me lag here. Pull back to 550, obviously would have made sense here. Kinda mad at myself now for shorting here. Ah, it's okay. It's getting stuck here. So there's not much back ticking either. It's getting stuck here in the tens. Did hit quite a bit. We are getting stuck here a bit in the tens. I do see some strong bid here. I don't really want to short it here because of the strong bid, but I do see it kind of gets stuck here. Strong bid tells me though this might go higher. Now I top tick 4/0. Really down. Kind of need to see a break below 9. They're having a strong bid here. They offer strong here as well. I see some real size come in here. Trying to for the breakout here with a runner. I didn't get my fill on my runner here. Fortunately didn't get my runner fill here. This is looking weaker now though. Oh my god. This is starting to look weaker and weaker here. Trying to finally hold this trade a little bit longer here. Because this does start to look weaker and weaker here. I do want to see this break here. It is breaking. Like I'm happy with this profit here at this point. So maybe I got out here where I did. Exit was decent on the low node. Could maybe enter a reshort here. Do have a lot of buyers stuck here. Oh, but the bid took them, so it's kind of two-way thing happened here. So we did see big selling, but they weren't able to take it down. So like the bid just took them. So if this big selling would have pushed it down a little bit further, I'd say okay, short this. But since this big selling just got taken, kind of not so much interested in the short anymore. Rather quite the opposite, like starting to being a little bit more interested in longs here. Because I do think the shorts are getting stuck a bit. Unless we break, okay, then obviously they can get out. But right now, like, I do see a lot of shorts accumulating who are getting stuck here. Like, this could, like, finally break and squeeze here. Let's see if it wants to do. It's though no, a little bit too weak for me, too long here. But 2x0 immediately went, yeah, like now I like it. Selling again. Liking this to the long side now, finally. The entry ain't the best here. Entry ain't the best, but rather 1875 would be a good entry here. More big selling. 1875 would be the good long entry here. One by zero here is kind of scary. I still do see the squeeze. Like, I do see this long here still being in play. This long is still in play here. Still in play here. Finger though on the flat button in case we flatting here, flatting the trade. It just the way it like skipped this price, went immediately offer again. Could have here maybe like entered a second contract at 875, which I said like 875 is the perfect entry. So this would have been the perfect entry here, 875. Okay. But then again, like one of my rules of the day is do not scale into losing trades, and this would have been a scale into a losing trade. Like yeah, so I didn't do it. So that's pretty much the reason I stayed out of it. Probably would have been the smarter play to long it, to long one more contract here just to have my runner in. Because then I would now be still in a runner in order we squeeze, and we probably will squeeze for what it looks right now. But just like I said, like sticking to your rules is more important than making money, okay? you ain't gonna go nowhere in trading if you don't stick to your rules. And yeah, unfortunately here let's better say it was like punishment for jumping the gun on the trade, because I probably shouldn't have just jumped it at 9 or 10. 9 is something, what it got in 975. Should have let it come back against me to 875 and long there. So this was pretty much the punishment. Yeah, I know. My commission is about 50% of my profit. I know it's like, yeah, I do pay a lot of commission. Like, it's a weird trading style that I have. Yeah, but weirdly enough, it's like the only thing that works for me. So like, I know it's like not, how should I say it? It's not like conventional, and that's also why I want to improve my trading and why I want to like start working two orders to have a run on for bigger picture plays, because I tend, like also for today, I tend to be kind of right, okay, a few times, even on the bigger moves, but it's just for me so hard to hold on to trade. Nah, they are fixed, unfortunately, and they are not even that bad. So like, I just take a lot of trades, to be honest. Like, yeah. So I just take too many trades here. Also, like I'm with a funded firm, so if you can see now, like NinjaTrader, they are PA Apex, so this is performance account, so a live account on Apex. Okay, so like that's also the difference. You can tell when someone is just trading Apex, blah 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 blah. This is a evaluation account, and if you see it say PA minus Apex, that's a performance account, so like a funded one. And they have fixed commissions of like I think $3.99 or $4 per round turn, which is a lot, like really is a lot. But yeah, can't do anything against it really. But the thing is, that's why I always like, because of the commissions and because like it's just in general like no good trading style. Okay, my trading style, everybody's talking about, okay, take good risk reward setups, okay, like let your winners run more, like take more high quality setups and stuff like this. And I always did like, let's say honestly, like almost mistakes. So I was trading profitable with this strategy for a while, and then I was paying so much commissions. I was like watching too much YouTube videos and stuff, and then I was always like thinking, okay, like this is not the right way to trade. Okay, like let's try like holding them longer, or let's having fixed profit and stops and stuff like this. And every time I did this, I ended up losing money. So like this is unfortunately the, for now at least, the only style that works for me. And I just gotta stick to it. I do get like, yeah, the commissions do eat me up. So it sucks, like it really sucks. My gross realize is 200, like I'm up good in points, but since I've took so many trades, like, it sucks. It honestly does. But yeah, it's just the only thing that works for me. Like, yeah, can't do shit up against it, other than improve. Like I do, like that's why I'm like also now like I do all these like scenarios, so outwriting the the potential scenarios for the day, the bigger picture moves, and also really the only reason I try to work two lots here, okay? Because with two lots I finally have the opportunity to let one run a bit, okay? But then again, like my losers are general from maybe if I enter with two lots right away, then and take full on losses all the time. Just it also doesn't work out because I'm barely profitable. Okay, overall with my strategy, so I need to somehow manage the winners as well a little bit, and yeah, it's just kind of hard. But I think I'll get there eventually. Like, I just gotta stick to my rules a little bit more and stuff like this. Maybe be a little bit more selective on my trades as well. Don't know if I take another trade here. Probably won't unless it's a really high quality setup. Because yeah, at this point, like, I'm green for the day, which is, let's say, like, for my emotional state important. And if I take a loser now and I need to stop at 5:30 my time, so like in 10 minutes, probably won't be able to take another trade. So yeah. We came back here, look like 875 and then 850. Like, this is the area to go long at. Like I said earlier, like 850, 875. It's a good long area. Can't long it now though, because obviously the stop would need to be below that, and I'm not risking 2 points here. Also, like, when does look like it wants to break out now, so maybe I'm this looks oh Jesus, it's hard, like, not taking it. More aggressive buying coming here into the highs. It's also stepping up into the highs. This looks like it really wants to break out here at this point. Alpha's pulling it well. I'm longing this for the breakout here, fuck it. I do see this breaking out. Might been a little bit too late here. Ah, shit. Last attempt or I'm out here. Last attempt. Cutting it. It's just not going here. Entry was late. Good thing I caught it at least here. Yes, like nice. Nice cut. Like might long again here. Maybe giving it another attempt here to break. Wanna show me something like. Hmm. Now this is looking more bearish. Huge absorption the offer. Huge absorption a bit. Really is setting up for a break here, I think. Once again, longing for the break. Don't like the 3x0. Ja. Bin im letzten Trade vom Tag. Oh, I need to see this rep here. Trying to get a break even. Honestly, like. Okay, shit. Okay, I'm turning off the stream now. Oh, fuck, man. Stupid last trade. Anyways, keep up, guys. Ah, fuck, pain. For fuck's sake.